and welcome everybody who's back on Twitch and on YouTube. I hope everyone's doing well. We're still in chapter 9. Yes, we're in chapter 9. And we did a whole bunch of dating stuff, so we got that out of the way. We did some side cases stuff. That's out of the way. We're going to go ahead and just jump right in and talk to our guys real quick. So let's just go ahead and get this started.
If 89's really what killed Wakusan 3 years ago, the ADDC's finished. Shit would be the scandal of the century.
I have a few more thoughts about this whole human experimentation theory. Mind if we continue?
Hold on a sec. Let's go talk to Kaito real quick.
Actually, give me a second.
Let's go talk to Kaito real
No.
quick.
I'm starting to see things a little clearer now.
Oh, okay, cool. So let's see what our assistant has to say about everything happening.
I have a few more thoughts about this whole Mind if we continue?
Yep, let's go ahead and continue this time.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so let's say Shono did experiment on Wakusan. Why would he do that? They normally do a lot more to ensure a drug is safe before it enters clinical trials. What was his motive for testing it then?
Let me think. Why would Shono have broken protocol and experimented on Waku?
Maybe he wanted to try his groundbreaking new drug on a real live human as soon as possible. If it worked, he'd have the cure. And he'd have it without dealing with all the red tape these things go through. It would have saved him years.
That's possible. I guess Shono was surrounded by dementia patients. One little test wouldn't be a big deal, and if it succeeded, his drug would save the world. If it meant curing Alzheimer's sooner, he might have been okay accepting the risk.
But instead of doing what it was meant to do, 89 had a horrible side effect. Death. The more I think about it, the more it feels like this is how it all went down.
It's starting to make sense.
But now, even though he knows the risks, he's still experimenting and using the mole to do it. I know this is all just a theory, but the pieces all seem to fit together.
Going down that path, Yagami-san, that means Okubo really was innocent, yeah? But he murdered his girlfriend right after. I mean, that's why he's on death row.
Quit it, Sugiura. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll need to revisit him and have a conversation with him and see what's up with that. Keep organizing the information.
So, to summarize our theory so far, it all started 3 years ago when Shono accidentally killed a patient during an AD9 test. But those tests are still ongoing. That's why Hamura had all those Kyorei guys killed.
But wait, how would a guy like Shono get wrapped up with Yakuza and assassins? Your run-of-the-mill researcher wouldn't have the cash or connections for that shit.
But what if someone close to him did?
Someone Shono knows who's got Yakuza ties? The hell could that be?
Let's see.
Ryusuke Kido, director of the ADDC.
Oh, I see what you mean. Kido would have access to ADDC funding. There's even been talk of him having ties to the Yakuza somehow, right? I think you've cracked it, Yagami-san. It had to be Kido.
I don't know if that's really true.
Why?
Think back to the 89 press conference. You remember the look on Kito's face? He was so proud, innocent even. But if he knew about all this human experiment shit, no way he'd look like that.
Kid's got a point.
Then maybe he was only told about the experiments after the conference took place. That would still make sense, right? First, Shono gets Kito to sign off on the 89 paper and publicly gives him all the credit. Thrilled about the possibilities, Kito proudly presents the research at that press conference. There's no turning back after that, even if he found out about the experiments. That's probably how Shono got Kito on his side. He then used Kito's funding and connections to bring in Hamura and the Mole. It feels like all the pieces are falling into place.
That means Kito's not actually the one in charge.
Right. Shono is behind everything.
We were told that. Yes, we were told that.
Let's say you're right. When did Shono start using this guy? When was the mole's first murder?
First time Shono actually used an assassin would have had to be.
Probably Hashki's death 6 months ago.
And why do you say that?
Hashki inching closer to the truth about 89 was a serious problem for Shono. But as we know, Shono was in a taxi at the time of the beating. Meaning someone else must have been responsible for Hashki's death.
The man in the black raincoat. He's the Mole?
Yeah, only the best of the best assassins would have the skill to do what they did to Hashki.
Can't argue with that.
Who knows how close Hashki was to finding out about the human experimentation before he died.
Yeah, and if he had, that would have been the end of the line for Shono. Seems like a plausible motive to me.
So what, everything just makes sense? I don't know.
Looks like Sugiura still isn't totally on board.
If you have something to say it.
I mean, this is still just a theory, right? It all sounds almost too convenient.
What do you mean?
If Shono killed Wakusan at the ADDC 3 years ago, then Okubo, the primary suspect in the case, would be totally in the clear.
Yep. Already proved that in court, remember?
But Okubo, he killed his girlfriend right after. He stabbed her over and over. Even set the place on fire. Reeked of booze, too, even though he was supposed to be dry. Defend him all you want, but the guy's a murderer. That's why the whole thing was such a big deal. Everyone realized the court made a mistake. It took the death of an innocent girl for them to realize that Okubo probably did it after all. Yet here you are, claiming the court got it right, claiming Okubo's innocent. But you just don't want to feel responsible for Emi Terasawa's death. That's it, isn't it?
Enough, Sugiura! You're way out of line and you don't know shit!
Look, I know I get swept up in my emotions pretty easily sometimes. All the same, I'm trying to be fair here.
Are you?
So if we want to treat Yagami-san's theory like it's the truth,
We need proof.
then we'll have to figure out whether or not Okubo is innocent. If he actually killed Wakusan.
We need to
How are
revisit
you
that.
suggesting we do that?
It's simple. We just go to Okubo and ask if he did it.
You want to talk to him face to face? Meeting with a death row inmate isn't that easy.
A lawyer like you should have no problem setting that up, right?
Shinpei Okubo is still in jail. I couldn't meet him, but
He can't stand me, though. From day one, Okubo insisted he was innocent, that he didn't kill Emi. But I abandoned him. Told him he'd be better off just giving up.
Fine. But that's a pretty weak excuse for not going to talk to him now. If you really want to pursue this case, you don't have a choice, Yagami-san.
Well,
we gotta go talk to him.
Hoshino-kun,
Yes?
Let's go talk to Okubo. Think you can arrange that for me?
I can try. Let me get in touch with the prison.
Thanks. I'll be at Genda's if you want to find me. Looking over the old case files.
All right.
Okay. Everything is coming together now. Let's check this out. More things about the suspect. He could be the mole. We realize that now Shono might be behind the murder. Okay. Of the Shintani case. Alright. Let's go to a Popo real quick, actually. Alright. So let's see. Nearest Popo store is going to be right around the corner. We could go to Don Quixote. Bushoa. The marsh. Tenkaichi Street. We could go to this one. Get out of my ways. Hey.
ありがとうございました。
So decidimos. Okay, let's go to the office real quick. I love how we got alerted and just immediately ran into a taxi.
Oh, Yagami. You need something?
Mind if I look over a case file? The ADDC one from 3 years ago. I'm seeing Okubo soon.
Huh? What do you mean you're seeing Okubo?
Hold on. I'll go pull the documents up.
Thanks, Sari-san.
How's it going, Yagami-san?
Oh, not bad. What do you have there?
The files for Emi Terasawa's case. I thought they might be useful too.
Well,
Yagami-san, I think you should look them over if you're going to talk to Okubo. If you really don't need them, just leave them here. I'll put everything back later.
Alright, let's take a look.
Emi Terasawa, 26 years old at time of death. December 2nd, 2015, about 11 p.m. Her body is found on the second floor of a burnt-out apartment building. 15 stab wounds to the chest, presumably inflicted while she was still alive. Cause of death? Blood loss. No ash in her lungs, so she didn't inhale any smoke. Emmy died before the fire started. Shinpei Okubo, the victim's boyfriend and roommate, was found at the scene and arrested. Murder weapon is thought to be a kitchen knife. It was covered in Okubo's prints. Okubo was wasted out of his mind when firefighters arrived at the apartment.
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
But Okubo claims he doesn't remember ever drinking, that he woke up surrounded by flames. He's pleaded innocence from day one.
Yagami. Do you really have to do this? Go see Okubo, I mean.
Yeah, looks like I do.
But why?
I need to know if he was really innocent. If he killed Waku-san 3 years ago. I'm going to find the truth, Kenta-sensei.
What? In just one little prison chat?
Well, either way, I never felt like I closed the book on this. I should have done this years ago. I mean, yeah, I defended him in court. But we didn't have anything definitive to prove his innocence. The only thing the ruling said was that they couldn't conclusively prove his guilt. Meaning for the public at large, he as good as did it. Okubo got laid off from his job and had his personal details smeared all over the internet.
Yeah.
The guy barely even went outside. Couldn't sleep at night without his pills. But I didn't ask him about any of that. Didn't really care either. Until one day, Okubo gave up his years of sobriety, started drinking, and stabbed his girlfriend to death.
And what? You think that's your fault?
Why did Shinpei Okubo kill Emi Terasawa? It's anyone's fault.
I helped set a murderer loose on the world. In other words, Emmy died because of me.
I'm not gonna let you do this to yourself. Do you remember? Your dad's last case must have been almost 20 years ago. Do you, Yagami?
Yeah. No way I could forget.
The defendant in that case raped and murdered a 15-year-old girl. At least that's what they said he did. Everyone in the damn country thought that guy deserved to get executed. No thoughts of innocence, except from your dad. You know how it all went down after that. He gave the prosecution what for. Your dad never compromised his ideals, no matter what. He said a lawyer's job isn't discovering the truth, or even knowing it. It's proving the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence to convict. Do you understand? That's how he saw the defense's role. It takes some real guts to say that. That's why you looked up to him. And you would have never become an attorney without his influence.
In the beginning, sure I did. But you know, a lot happened afterward, with my dad, and with me too.
Yeah.
And you
It's
probably
possible
realize
the
there's
defendant
more to
actually
it than
was
just
guilty. Raped the girl,
proving
killed her in cold blood.
unreasonable doubt, you know?
He disappeared almost immediately after the trial. So, all of the hatred, all of the anger people felt was thrown onto my dad. Not long after, he and my mom were killed by the victim's father.
Even so, I don't think your old man did anything wrong. Our job's showing that the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence, not finding the truth. And when you defended Okubo the first time around, that's exactly what you did. Listen to me, Yagami. You didn't do anything wrong.
Sure, I get what you're saying. But a girl burned to death because I was good at my job. Ever think about how that feels?
What?
It's easy to sit back and tell me I did nothing wrong, but put yourself in my shoes. Could you say you did the right thing?
That's enough! How long are you gonna let this dominate your life?
For as long as I live. Yagami speaking.
Hey, it's Hoshino. I've arranged our chat with Okubo. Meet me at the taxi stand on West Shichifuku Street. I'm on my way there now.
Got it. Thanks. I appreciate the concern.
I've said all I wanted to say. It's fine. I half knew you weren't gonna listen anyway.
Genda-sensei.
Hmm?
You and I both saw what happens when you don't pursue the truth. I can't let that go. I won't.
Okay. Oh, we have the Emi Terasawa murder case in our file now? Okay, cool. Welcome to the chat, following up. Welcome. I hope you're doing good out there. We're gonna revisit Okubo. Because there's a lot of loose threads about the murder of his girlfriend. And there might be some tie-in into how all of this is with what's happening right now. So we're gonna go. We set up a meeting with Okubo in jail, basically. Let's go. Can I eat somewhere real quick before I head out? Let's go like over. Let's go over here real quick. Basically, that is where we're at, though. I just want to make sure I'm. Since we're leaving, Kamurocho right now to go to the prison. Probably could have gotten soup instead of that, but it's okay. Where's the nearest cow? Who's this from? Cannon Gang, yada yada yada, we know that. What do? We stay away from them. That is what we're doing. We're not dealing with them anymore. We're just gonna do story.
Over here, Yagami-san.
What's up?
We're finally going to see Okubo. Go ahead and get in, Yagami-san.
どちらまで行かれる？それでは出発いたします。
Came at a really good dramatic moment, actually, falling up. So glad to have you here.
Long time no see, Yagami-sensei.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I apologize. I've been alone all this time. Talking is...
Don't worry. We're not in a rush here.
You look so different.
Yeah. I haven't been back in the courtroom since the last day of our case.
Meaning you're not a lawyer?
Not quite. I'm a detective. In Kamurocho. Pays the bills, you know.
And that's all my fault?
Hey. Sorry. This isn't what I came here to talk about today. 3 years ago, at the ADDC. Did you Did you actually murder Wakusan or not?
What? Yagami, I don't understand. You know I'm innocent. I didn't murder Wakusan. Or Emi-chan. Why won't you listen to me? I told you time and time again I didn't kill anyone! Why won't people just believe me?
The prosecution had more than enough evidence to convict you for Emi's
And
murder.
now that we know that, what is
It was
his
an open and shut
testimony
case.
on this now?
There was nothing we
Or
could do.
his, like, explanation?
Of course not. How am I gonna win when my own lawyer doesn't believe I'm innocent? Don't think I couldn't tell. Every time you went up there and tried to clear my name, you looked like you were gonna puke.
So, Okubo-san, you really didn't do it either time?
That's what I've been saying all along.
My name is Hoshino from the Genda Law Office. If you don't mind, we have a theory about the ADDC incident you were on trial for.
I do mind. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
But don't you want to know who really killed Waku-san?
It was an ADDC researcher by the name of Yoji Shono.
I remember him. But you're saying he did it? Why, though?
Here, let me explain.
Let's give all the
Wakusan's death was
exposition
an
right now.
89 related accident. That's our theory, at least. The drug must have killed him on the spot. Shono panicked, searching for a place to hide the body.
Which led him to my truck, huh?
Yeah. It must have been the only option he could think of. Things may have turned out differently had you actually reported finding Wakusan's body. But as we both know, that's not what happened.
Maybe the police would have actually suspected Shono instead.
So all this was because I buried the body?
It was a better stroke of luck than Shono could have ever asked for. After all, the cops never even suspected him.
That's true.
God damn it! I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. It all happened so fast. I opened the truck, and the body was there. Naturally, I panicked. The police never would have believed I didn't kill the guy. Of course not. Why would they? I already had a criminal record, too. I was a fool.
Okubo. So you really were innocent after all, huh?
Do you even need to ask?
I guess not. Thank you.
Yagami-san?
Yagami-sensei! What about Emi? Aren't you gonna ask me about her? I told you before I never would have killed her!
I want to believe you. I really do. But I already did everything I could. I searched non-stop for some kind of hint. But a guy can only spend so long poring over burnt scraps of evidence. After 3 years, I'm not holding out much hope.
So, guess the real killer is still out there. Just biding his time, waiting for my execution. How are you and I gonna face Emi in the afterlife? Come on, man! Tell me how!
Yagami-san,
What's up?
I think I'm gonna head back to Genda's. What are you up to tonight?
Not sure yet. I think maybe I'll swing by Tender. I could use a drink.
Yagami-san.
I'll be alright. Later, Hoshino-kun.
That didn't go very well, guys. Any side cases to do? Nope. You're good. All right, let's just go. Let's just go to tender real quick. Avoid trying to run into people though. So we can just
So, I hear you're defending Ayube.
Kuroiwa.
I had to come congratulate you myself on your triumphant return to the courtroom.
I'm not gonna be the one defending him. Just helping with the investigation.
Wasn't Shintani-sensei your mentor? You're helping to free the man who murdered him. Are you confused or just desperate for a few scraps off the table? But it wouldn't be the first murder you've set loose in our city. Not a good look.
Ayube didn't kill Shintani.
His gun begs to differ. The rifling matches the marks on the bullet.
Yeah, that's how the real killer framed him for it. If you seriously can't see that, then I'm not the confused one here.
Say what you will.
Hello? You need something?
More or less.
Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
That's right. Your little detective game's over, Yagami.
Wait, is that?
Yagami-san!
Hoshino-kun, stay back!
Huh?
This guy's dangerous.
I can see that.
Oh, I got something ready for you, man. I've been saving all my EX heat actions for this one.
Die, Yagami! Now you run it, all no
Okay. I saved it all for that. I probably should read up on some items after this fight, so we'll see.
Yagami-san, are you okay?
I'm fine. But that guy wasn't messing around.
What do you mean?
He would have killed me for sure if I'd let him.
Maybe one of Hamura's men?
What's up, Tuck? How'd your chat with Okubo go?
Listen, someone just tried to murder me. Probably sent by Hamura.
What?
Watch your back, Kaito-san. Where are you now?
Right by the office. Got Sugiura with me, too.
Don't go back there. Not now.
All right. I got a place.
Oh yeah?
KJ Art, the Kyorei HQ. Hamura ain't gonna touch us there.
Wait, you're gonna go there after we beat the crap out of Shioya and his whole crew in that club? You think they'll just let us hang out?
Of course I do. We've got Kajihiro on our side. We'll go on ahead. Get your ass over there quick, yeah?
Sounds like we're meeting at KJ Art.
I heard.
Well, let's go.
All right. Before we go to KJ Art, let's go to. Let's see. Well, it's on. It's kind of on the way. We can go to. We can go to this one right here. This Popo store over here. Actually, we can use an item. Let's use one of our med kits. There we go.
What a waste.
Sorry for messing up your store.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
All right. Now we can go to KJ Art. Let's go this way though.
This is the Kyorei clan headquarters, right?
Last I checked.
Oh, this is gonna shave some years off my life.
I'm nervous too.
Yagami-san. Who's your little buddy?
I'm, Hoshino, sir. From the Genda Law Office.
Uh-huh. Well, Kaito-san's already here. Sorry to say Shioya's out of the office, but Murase will be glad to entertain you. Come on in.
Now we don't have to fight our way through this place. Nice. Wonder if we can actually go. If there's anything in here we can grab. Oh, that's a stairwell. We don't need that. Okay, cool. Just go up, I guess. But is there anything in here? Nope, nope. was on this floor. There you go. It's kind of nice to not get our asses kicked in here anymore.
Come in. Come in.
Jeez.
Huh? Sorry about how rude we've been to you till now. Chairman Kajihira's told us to do whatever you say.
Listen to this talk. I asked for a massage and he actually gave me one. I had you all wrong, Murase. You're just a big teddy bear.
Don't get too carried away, Kaito-san.
Maybe I'll see if Shioya will massage me next.
I'm gonna say that's probably a bad idea. Anyway, go on and take a load off.
So Okubo really didn't kill Waku-san all those years ago.
If his reaction's anything to go by.
He might not have even killed his girlfriend. At least that's how it looked to me.
Huh?
I'd rather not go there right now.
I've been wondering, Yagami-sensei. Who is that guy?
You curious?
Can't blame a guy for asking, can you?
Well, apparently he's afraid of Yakuza. Better to just leave him alone.
Well, okay then.
So, Shono's looking more suspicious every day.
About time for a good old face-to-face.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to confront Shono about it directly.
Judging from our last visit, we won't be able to get an appointment with Shono or Kido.
Then we won't make an appointment. All we do is wait in the lobby, then ambush Shono when he comes out.
A stakeout, huh? That's my kind of job.
Actually, you're gonna be staying back.
Huh?
I mean, they'd catch on in a heartbeat if they saw a tough guy like you standing around. And Hoshino-kun, you should go back to Genda's.
Okay, but...
All right then. Sounds like I'm tagging along.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
All right. Oh, get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Man, this place is fucking huge.
Keep it close to your chest, Sugiura. We're supposed to blend in, remember? Now let's settle down and wait for Shono.
But what if you already went home? Come on, let's ask somebody. I don't want to sit here all night if he's never coming out.
Good point.
Let's go,
I presume?
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you something?
Yes?
Is Shono-san from the 89 team still here?
Oh, most likely. He's always one of the last researchers to leave. Do you have an appointment with him, sir?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, Yagami-san, good evening.
Oh, you're...
Hashimoto. I showed you to Shono's lab the other day.
Oh, right. Good to see you.
Do you need something more from him?
Well...
Yagami-san, there he is. It's Shono.
Gotta run. Where is he?
Over there, by the stairs. Let's go, Yagami-san.
Uh-huh.
There you are.
Hey.
Gotcha. Okay. Getting all the kitties. There's some reachers talking over there. I mean, I do see him.
Hey. What the? What the? Hey. Suspicious. Found him. Looks like he's talking to Keto.
What do we do?
Okay, let's move in.
Well, if it isn't Yagami-san, Kamurocho's finest private eye.
You again.
This had better be the last time I see you in this center. Are you aware that I filed a complaint with the Bar Association about you?
Aren't you the Vice Minister of Health?
My name is Ichinose.
Yeah, I remember you from the other day. Looks like you come here often.
Of course. The success of AD-9 is a matter of national importance. As such, there are a great many discussions that need to be had. Patents, legislation, the like. Now I suggest you leave before I call the guards to escort you out.
So much for the plan. Shono's gonna be on red alert after that. Doubt he'll be coming down through the lobby now. What do we do? Let's go, Yagami-san.
Find a way to meet Shono. Ah. Good talk to you.
Hashimoto-san. Sorry for running off earlier.
It's all right. I, saw what happened. Dr. Shono slipped away from you, huh?
Yeah. We just wanted to talk, too.
He has been especially busy lately. Lately, he only goes home once every 3 days or so. Even so, he makes his morning rounds at the hospital every single day without fail. I can't overstate how much respect I have for him.
Shono makes his rounds every morning.
What do you mean, rounds?
It's a little custom of his. He takes a walk around the hospital every morning. Been doing it for years.
Right. He did the same 3 years ago.
Passion like his is what's going to make or break our research. And with that, I should be going. Sorry to be so curt.
It's fine.
Goodbye, then.
Security on Shono's lab is airtight. Can't get in without a special gold keycard. But that's not the case for the hospital wing. Meaning, we have some time to kill until Shono's rounds.
Wait, you want to chill till the morning and ambush him in the hospital?
Yeah, just have to sneak in between now and then.
Guess the next question is, where do we get in?
Let's check the map.
Okay.
What the? Suspicious. This is the garage for the hospital. The service entrance, that is. Anyone who makes deliveries parks down here. This could work. Suspicious. The research wing where Shono's lab is. Can't sneak in with all that security. No need to get violent. Most of those researchers are innocent. We should just sneak into the hospital and wait until morning for Shono.
Okay.
Guess we're sneaking in through the garage, huh?
Yeah. Come on, let's head outside. We should go scope the place out. Can I help you?
Are you from the Yagami Detective Agency?
That's right.
I'm the head of security here. The name's Mashiko. The Vice Minister has instructed me to see you two out.
Ichinose-san did?
You blind or something? We're already leaving.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to escort you the rest of the way.
That's a lot of guys for an escort.
Hey, where the hell are you taking us? Answer me, asshole.
This should be fine.
Mashiko-san, yeah? What exactly did Ichinose tell you to do?
Make sure you never show your face here again.
The fuck?
That doesn't look like standard issue guard equipment.
That's 'cause it's not. This is more of a, personal effect.
Oh, let me guess. You're off the clock.
You bet. I'm on break, and I'm ready to blow off some steam. Now fight me!
Alright, okay. Chose to get his ass beat, so that's what he got.
Come on, do you have to keep waving?
What do you mean? They're the only reason we got in so easy.
True, though ultimately we have the Vice Minister to thank for that.
So? How's it look? Any different from 3 years ago?
Not even a little bit.
Let's go, Yagami-san. Slow up, Yagami-san. You're not going in?
And lose my perfectly good smoking spot? We'll be fine here for now. Just gotta wait for dawn.
Okay, guys, go ahead and take a nap. Oh.
Yagami-san, have you decided how you're gonna approach Shono?
We'll just have to confront him head on. Where we go from there depends on his response.
You don't want to negotiate with him?
I doubt we have the time for that. After all, this is probably the only chance we'll get to talk to Shono before Ayabe's trial.
Guess so, huh?
Meaning, we don't have time to waste on negotiation.
Gotcha. Speaking of Shono, I actually had an idea.
What's that?
Well, the murder at the ADDC 3 years ago. The thought is that Shono framed Okubo for that and got away with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you defended Okubo, and won. wouldn't the cops have started looking for the real killer once they realized Okubo wasn't their guy?
I'm sure they did. But it wasn't long until Okubo killed again. They didn't have much reason to keep searching, I would imagine.
Thanks to that, Shono's escaped consequences for what he did.
Exactly. Everyone pegged him as the murderer. Makes sense, they'd think he's the one responsible for Wakusan, too. But don't you think that's kind of convenient? For one person in particular, I mean.
Huh?
The guy who's doing human experiments at the ADDC. Shono.
Your point?
Basically, I think he killed Emi Terasawa and pinned the blame on Okubo. With all he had to lose, don't you think Shono had a motive?
I guess, but... I know you're right. Emi-chan would have been a threat. But could he really do it? How long have you been thinking this?
Since you told me what a mess Okubo is now. It was just a feeling.
Honestly, I wanted to believe he didn't kill her. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Emi-chan was such a good person. I wasn't gonna let it slide. Not after what Okubo-kun did to her. But after all this time, it turns out Shono's the real killer?
Nothing's for sure without evidence. This is all just unfounded speculation. But doesn't it make you want to talk to Shono even more?
Yeah. I've never been this ready for morning.
Why are you two here?
Dr. Shono, what is it?
How did you get in here?
We just want to ask you a few questions, Dr. Shono.
Well, I don't have anything I can say to you. Apologies. I need you to handle this. I have to go.
Where are you going? This won't take long.
Sorry, I can't let you go any further. Call security.
Shono!
Let's go, Yagami-san. We can't let him get away. It's our only chance.
We're gonna do it like a chase run sequence. Oh no, we're gonna fight all the doctors. Okay. That's
Shono, wait! Hold up!
Sokoka! This is Shono. 30 seconds. Just get over here!
Shono, wait! You won't get away.
Now you're fucked.
This is Shono. 3 minutes. I can't wait for 3 minutes.
Just get good. Let's go then.
Open up! Hey! Do you hear me?
Funny that we'd end up here of all places. This is the room, right? Where Waku-san was staying? The man who died after you used him as a test subject for 89. Why'd you do it, Shono? For the glory? Thought nobody'd notice one missing dementia patient?
What are you talking about? Get out of here! This is trespassing!
Huh. You sure you want us to go?
Huh?
I thought you'd be a little more curious about how much of your secret I really know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one backing the mole. Isn't that right?
Huh? How dare you accuse me of...
That's not all I know. Hamura's the middleman. You pretty satisfied with his work?
I won't stand for this baseless slander. What proof do you have?
You just made a big mistake, Shono-san.
Huh?
You've been working non-stop on this new drug, right? No way the street slang about a murderer would have reached your ears. You were supposed to ask what the mole is.
What is the mole?
There's a good boy.
The serial killer who's been gouging people's eyes out. It all started 3 years ago, right here in this center. You performed an 89 experiment on Waku-san while he was asleep. Probably late at night. And when he died, you did the only thing you could. Snuck him out. I'm sure Waku-san's death came as a complete shock to you. But you didn't have time to panic. You needed to hide the body, fast. So you used the laundry cart to transport it without raising suspicion. You just needed to get it as far away as possible. Then, just before 8 a.m., Shinpei Okubo arrived at the hospital to gather the linens. That was your chance. You waited for an opening, hid the body in his truck. That wouldn't solve anything, though. Okubo would find Waku-san, and of course call the cops. Naturally, they'd then search for whoever stashed the body there. But you didn't have any other choice, did you? You had to take the risk, and somehow, it paid off. Turned out, Shinpei Okubo had a criminal record, and was worried the police would suspect he murdered Waku-san. So, he didn't report it, instead choosing to bury the body deep in the Okutama Mountains.
I hope you're digging all this reveal stuff.
You were
by the
probably
way,
thrilled
everybody.
with Okubo. I mean, it's practically a miracle someone else stepped up and took the blame for you, wouldn't you say?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But then another miracle happened. One not so convenient for you. Okubo walked. And if he was innocent, that would mean someone else killed Waku-san. They might have even come after you if you didn't do anything. Which is when you sold your soul to the devil.
What do you mean by that?
Don't play dumb with me. You know all too damn well what I'm talking about. You needed to frame Okubo. And you murdered someone in cold blood to do it.
Murder? Who are you accusing me of killing?
The person Shono killed to frame Okubo was...
Emi Terasawa, a co-worker of yours, and Okubo's girlfriend.
Oh.
You forced your way into their apartment and murdered Emi. According to the autopsy report, she was stabbed at least 15 times.
I didn't...
Did she tell you Okubo-kun had been taking pills to help him sleep at night? Conveniently enough, he didn't wake up while you were murdering his girlfriend. Him smelling like booze was probably your doing too. Let me guess, you injected him with alcohol? That'd raise his BAC no problem. And sure, he could have died if you messed up, but that wouldn't have mattered. As long as you could chalk up Emi's murder to a drunk, suicidal Okubo-kun. And once you made sure you could pin the blame on Okubo, you set fire to the whole apartment.
What evidence do you have to...
Don't worry. I can't prove it yet. But I'm damn near positive I'm on the right track. I can see it in your eyes. Look, I know what you're thinking. 89 will save countless people, meaning there's no way you're not doing the right thing. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Shono, but that's just not true. You know, when someone thinks they're in the right, that's when the real cruelty in people starts to come out. So what do you say, Shono? Are you really right?
Just what is going on in here, damn it?
Oh, hey. We were just heading out.
Why, you...
And by the way, so sorry to hear about 89. Maybe you, need a few more humans to test it on? Don't worry. Shono-san here didn't tell us a damn thing. But hey, I'm gonna find out the truth. Even if it's the last thing I do.
Whoops. My foot slipped. How clumsy of me. That hurt, huh? I asked you if it hurt.
Please, I didn't kill her. You have to believe me.
Oh, crying's not gonna help you now, kid. Just like it didn't help Emi Terasawa. You still stabbed her in the fucking stomach! Didn't you, you little shit?
Look, Okubo, I don't want to go getting your hopes up just yet. But... just listen. I was gonna say... I believe you. You didn't kill her. I can see that now. It'll all work out. I'm gonna avenge Emi-chan. And I swear I'm gonna get you out of here. I promise. Sorry, I should have said that to you a lot sooner. What was I doing? These 3 years, I didn't do a damn thing to help you. So, will you give me another chance?
Of course I will. Of course. Thank you so much.
All right. Oh, we are finally at the end of chapter 9. We have 5 more chapters left in our story. Oh, this is a good one. I love how we like rushed right into all of the story stuff this time around. Um this is going to be it for this episode of Judgment. We'll be back with more coming up in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So, signing off, and we'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care, everybody, and peace out.